Get up and get I. Done in 2025, ladies and gentlemen. There will always be reasons to wait. For the perfect time, the right mood, the ideal situation. But let me remind you, life doesn't pause for your hesitation. 2025 is not just another year, it's your moment. The world doesn't need perfection, it needs your courage. Get up even if you're broken, move forward even if it's slow. Dreams don't work unless you do. Strength isn't about never falling, it's about rising every single time you do. So rise, get up, and get it done in 2025. There comes a moment in life where silence is louder than words. A moment where you sit with yourself not just physically, but spiritually, and you ask a very simple yet terrifying question. What am I doing with my life? And as you sit in that space, somewhere between regret and resilience, your heart knows the answer even if your mind isn't ready to hear it. We often wait for a sign, don't we? Some miracle, some spark, some perfect opportunity wrapped in comfort. But let me tell you today, the year will not wait for you. 2025 will pass like every year before it. And the only difference it will make is the difference you choose to make within it. This is not just about goals, tasks, or resolutions. This is about reclaiming your power, reclaiming every broken part of you that you tried to hide behind smiles and silence. This is about standing up no matter how tired, how bruised, how scared you are and saying, I may not have it all together, but I am not done yet. You see, life has a strange way of breaking us open to rebuild us better. And if you've ever known pain the real kind, the kind that leaves no visible scar but changes the way your soul breathes, then you know how powerful rising can be. The world doesn't see your silent battles. It doesn't see the nights you cried alone, or the mornings you faked being okay. But you saw them, you lived them, you survived them. That means something. That means you mean something. Get up and get it done in 2025, not because everything is perfect. Get up because your imperfection is your power. Get up because you still have a story to tell, a voice that matters, a presence that can inspire. Too often we wait to feel ready. We wait for the pain to stop. We wait for things to fall into place, but the truth is, healing happens in motion, growth happens in chaos. And greatness is born when you rise despite everything that tried to hold you down. Somewhere in this very moment, there's someone praying for a chance to begin again. You have that chance right now, in this year, in this breath. You don't need the approval of the world. You don't need applause or validation. You just need a heart that refuses to give up, and the courage to try one more time. I know many of you are carrying more than anyone sees. Perhaps you've lost something this past year, a relationship, a job, your confidence, or even a piece of yourself. And you think you're too far gone, but let me remind you, broken crayons still color, damaged wings can still fly. And sometimes the most beautiful journeys begin right after everything falls apart. So if you've fallen, get up. If you've failed, try again. If you've been forgotten, remember yourself. The world doesn't owe you anything. But you owe yourself everything. The love you keep giving to others, pour some of it into yourself. The time you spend doubting, use it to create. The energy you waste fearing, channel it into becoming. 2025 is not just a number. It is an invitation to show up differently, to rewrite the story, to break the cycle. And yes, there will be days when it hurts, when your body is tired and your mind screams to quit. But on those days, remember why you started. Remember the fire in you that refused to be dimmed. Remember the girl who once dreamed without fear, or the boy who believed anything was possible. That version of you still exists, hidden perhaps, but not gone. You have not come this far only to come this far. There is more inside you, more strength, more grace, more power waiting to be awakened. And no, the world won't always clap for you. Sometimes it won't even notice, but do it anyway, rise anyway, shine anyway, because you are your own audience. You are your own miracle, and if you're waiting for someone to save you, let this be the year you save yourself. We live in a time where everyone is chasing success, status, validation, but few are chasing meaning. What if you chose differently? What if you decided that peace mattered more than perfection? That progress mattered more than praise? That purpose mattered more than popularity? Get up and get it done in 2025, not because you must, but because you can. Because within you is a strength that no struggle can steal. Within you is light, soft, maybe, but steady. You do not have to be loud to be powerful. You do not have to be fearless to be brave. You just have to begin. Begin messy. Begin unsure. Begin trembling if you must. But begin. There is beauty in the becoming. There is victory in vulnerability. And there is magic in deciding that your story is not over yet. You are not behind. You are not late. You are on your own path, your own pace, your own purpose. Stop measuring your worth by someone else's highlight reel. Your struggle is not a failure, it's a feature of your strength. I remember once I was told that my scars made me less beautiful. That being broken meant I couldn't inspire, but I learned something. My scars are not symbols of shame, they are stories of survival. And so are yours. The cracks in your soul, they let the light in. The tears you've cried, they've watered your growth. So walk tall, even if you're still healing. Speak boldly, even if your voice shakes. Dream wildly, even if you've failed before. This is your time, this is your turn. This is your 2025. And yes, there will be moments of doubt. You'll feel overwhelmed. You'll question everything, but in those moments, pause and breathe. Then remember, storms don't last forever. And even if the sky falls, you still get to rise. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with your process. And most importantly, be brave enough to start again. You are capable, you are enough, and you are not alone. So, get up and get it done in 2025. So, as you step into the rest of this year, with your fears, your dreams, your doubts, and your fire, remember this. You are not defined by what broke you, but by how beautifully you rise. Don't wait for the world to hand you permission. Create your own space, write your own ending. This is your time, your year, your moment. Get up not because life is easy, but because you are strong. Get it done, not for the world's applause, but for your own becoming. And in 2025, no matter what comes your way, rise anyway, shine anyway, live anyway, because you are the author of your story, and the next chapter starts now.